you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you my MEPS Day 2 experience at Tampa MEPS. I have all of what I am going over kind of written down. This is the third time that I'm going to be trying to record this because the first time I tried to do day 1 and day 2 and it was too long, so I decided to make it again. That way it could be more concise. And then when I went over to go edit the part 2, I left out a lot of things and I started to remember a lot. So I just wanted to kind of re-record it and go over it again, and I hope this one goes a lot better. So yeah, here we go. So day 2, you're going to be waking up early in the morning. Let me see, we woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That way we could get dressed, brush our teeth, pack our things if we like unpacked it, and then we had to be down for breakfast by 4:30 to check in and turn in our room keys. And they had us do like a little survey on a tablet, so we did that. We turned it back in, and then we waited to go to breakfast for about, it seemed like forever because it was in the morning, but it seemed like we waited for 10 or 15 minutes because they were finishing up with breakfast or whatever. And then after that we went in. They had well, I got eggs, bacon, I got a double chocolate chip muffin, I had high C to drink, I believe they had orange juice, apple juice, they had the sodas, they had apples, bananas, fruit. They really just took care of us. It was an amazing breakfast. It was good. They had cereal, milk, and then we had about maybe like 20-30 minutes. We had to be down by the buses by like 5:15, and before we went down there, the guy that was bringing us down to MEPS had us line up, boys and girls. We lined up in the rows that in rows from the order that we signed in, so that's what we did. And then we went down to the bus. Whoever was driving, they followed the bus to the MEPS. Okay, so whenever we got there, he had us file into 5 different lines, and people filed in behind them, and we had to wait there for a good 15 minutes. When we got there, he said the first thing that you guys are going to learn about joining the military is hurry up and wait. So he said we were going to be waiting for like 15 minutes. We were going to be waiting for the chief to get there so she could brief us and send us in. So when she got there, she opened the gate. She had us walk in our straight lines until she said stop. When she said stop, we turned forward towards the building, and she informed us on the rules, like no taking pictures on the federal property. So there was that. She said there is no tolerance for harassment, so if you see it, if you experience it, report it immediately. No drugs, no alcohol, no knives. Like, she just told us what was allowed and what wasn't, what you could get in trouble bringing on the base. So if you have it, to relinquish it to her, and she could give it back to you either when we were done, or she would just throw it away. After that, we went in. You go through a metal detector, and you have to take off your belts. You give them your phone, you take off your watch, you give it to the guy, and then you get to go in. And when you first get in, you are going to put your things inside of this room, the cubby room or whatever, so you won't have your phone anymore. You won't have like your bag or anything, and then you are going to be sent back to your liaison. Whenever you get there, you're going to give them the packet of paperwork that your recruiter gave you. So you're going to be giving your liaison that, and then they send us out to get in line and wait for medical. I went straight back and I went to do the hearing test. Whenever you go in, there is like this box that you go into. You sit down and there's curtains, so there's multiple people in there, and you will hear beep beep beep, and you'll click it, and every time you hear the beep beep beep, you click. So that's what happens, and you just do that until it's over. And then they just fill out your paperwork after you do each of these tests. And then I went out and I did my blood pressure. After that, they sent me over to get my eyes done. I waited there. There is a lot of waiting and it seems like it takes forever. So I waited to get my eyes done. I went in and it went by fairly quickly. I'm trying to remember what it was. I forget what the test was, but it was like a little confusing. Like they give you like 5 and you have to see which one stands out. I forget what that's called, but you have to see which one is like poking up, and that one kind of got me a little bit. But he kind of gave me like, are you sure? And then yeah, so he kind of helped me out. After I did that, I was going to go wait in line for my urinalysis, and they weren't quite ready for the females yet, so I went in and I got my blood drawn. And originally when we did it, I always know that my right arm is the best arm to give blood, like anytime I'm going medical, or like I've tried donating blood, so this is the better one. But he thought my veins weren't good in this one, so he tried this one, and I had like a bruise like this big because he had to take it out. He put it back in, he kind of wiggled it around, and I had a big bruise for a while. But eventually he was able to get it through here. So, and then this one was just a tiny itty bitty bruise. So that sucked. But after that, I went and I waited in line to get my urinalysis done. It was really simple. It was something I was worrying about, and I really shouldn't have been. It was just quick in, pee, and then wait in the line in the bathroom. You go in, they just tell you the rules, pee in your cup and you'll be fine. They like run water, that way it's not like completely awkward. They'll have you line up in front of this window in the bathroom. You're going to give the lady that is on the other side over there, or male, your pee. And what she did for us, I don't know for males, but well, it's not gonna happen for males because they can't have babies, but they gave us a pregnancy test, and they tested it right there in front of you, and then she put like a seal on it, and then they put it in a box to get it sent off for the drug test. After everybody else's gets done, they let us leave, and then I went and I waited for a little while because I had to wait for other people that were waiting to speak to the doctor for like the interview thing. Mine went by fairly quickly. I didn't have any past like medical issues or whatever, so it went by really smoothly. She just kind of re-asked questions, and so yeah. And then I was waiting, and actually, I skipped this last time when I recorded this. Before I went and did my urinalysis, got my blood drawn, and spoke with the doctor, we all went into a room and we filled out our medical paperwork again. So it's like yes or no's. Basically what you filled out for your recruiter. They're just making sure like nothing is changing, if you lied or not, which you shouldn't be. And then they'll have you fill out that sheet for like piercings and tattoos again, so you are going to be refilling that out. I feel like that looks so dark. So you're going to be filling that out again. And then I was waiting and waiting and waiting. I swear I waited for like a good 30 minutes to go do the physical part with the doctor. So we were waiting for all the girls to be done, that way we could all go in together. And there's 6 of us, and we all went in. They had us strip down to our bras and our underwear. We just sat there and we waited for the doctor to come in, and they did our weight and our height. And then after we did that, they had us strip down. We took off our bra and our panties, and we put on a coat or jacket thing, whatever. So they will have you strip down to your skivvies. You'll be naked, and you'll put on the jacket. After you have your jacket on, you will wait one by one to go in with the doctor. She is going to do your breast examination. She is going to check down there. She just has you put your legs up, she looks, and then you turn sideways, you put your butt up, and she looks your butt, and make sure everything is fine. She asked if you, she asked us, I'm trying to remember, no, she asked if we ever like cut or anything like that. Just made sure nothing abnormal was wrong. I had some bruises on my legs. I get them from at work because I'm clumsy sometimes and I bump into things. So she just asked me where I got those from, and I just told her that it was from work. I didn't even realize them because I ignore it. Everything was fine, and she had me leave. And before I was going in there, I got really nervous because I was the very last girl, and out of the 6 of us, only one of the other girls was completely fine. All the other girls got disqualified. One got disqualified because she had thought that she had cut and she didn't. Another girl got disqualified for her weight, well, temporarily disqualified. And then the other girl, I'm not sure. And then the last one, she had gotten through, but then later on she had gotten disqualified because she had missed something on her paperwork or whatnot, so she had to come back at another time. So that kind of sucks, but I feel so grateful because out of the 6 of us that were in there, there's only 2, and I gotta go through and swear in at the end of the day. After that, after we go in with the doctor, they had us put on our bras and panties again, and then they did the rest of the physical examination stuff. They had us do arm movements to make sure that we can stop our hands. They have us I'm trying to remember everything. They have you do ankle movements. They had you bend over and touch your toes towards the ground to see your alignment in your back to make sure you don't have scoliosis. They have you do the duck walk. That wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Whenever you're in there, just make sure you're listening to what they're asking you to do, because the ladies in there wanted to get it over with. It was Friday, and like, if you weren't doing it correctly or right, she really got onto us. And so yeah, so do what you're told and listen, that we don't make them upset. And then also, whenever you're in there with the doctor, she checks your ears, and she'll ask you to yawn. Then she'll look at your ears, and she wants to make sure that your ears pop. And so that happens, and you just you line up and you do it all together. It's not scary, it's not bad, nobody's judging anybody. We all just want to get in there and get out. After that point, we left, and they had these little bags of food, sandwiches, sandwich, cookie, a water, and chips. And so we got to go eat that in the little dining facility that they had there. Sorry, my brightness keeps on going out of whack. So we ate that, and then after that we came back, and they were giving us our paperwork so we could go speak with our liaison. So after that, they were like, okay, you guys did good. We filled out some other paperwork, like what we did in high school, like the classes, just like yes or no questions to certain things, like are you scared of spiders, small spaces, like yes and no things for other things that can disqualify you or qualify you for certain jobs. After that, we went to a waiting room to be called in to do like our paperwork, go over it, what we are doing today when we swear into the delayed entry program. And they kind of just went over that. They got our fingerprints into the system, and then we did another survey here to see, like, so that way they know how our experience was, if we experienced anything bad or good. And then after that, we went back to our liaison again. He gave us our paperwork, that we had gave him the stuff that we needed to take back. When I went back this time, or maybe it was the time before, he had us do the weightlifting. You have to lift 100 pounds. I think it's a bench press. You pick it up and then you lift it up. Lifting it up was the hardest for me, but I ended up doing the full 100, and I'm so proud of myself. Oh, and also in like the medical area for the Air Force, we have to read like a paragraph. I didn't know that, but we had to do that. I don't know what the reason is, but we did that also when we were in with the doctor, for the Air Force. So I lifted the 100 pounds, and it was crazy because I didn't think I'd be able to do it. So I was really proud of myself. And then after that, we just waited, and we waited for like another maybe like 30-45 minutes because there were meetings. I don't know if that's just a Friday thing because I went on a Friday. So I did that, and then finally the time came and we got to go in to swear in. We went into a room before we had went in there, briefed us on how to stand at attention and raising our hand and standing at ease, and they just showed us a video, and then we went in there and we swore in, and then we went back to that room and we filled out more paperwork. We electronically signed it, and I have like 2 sheets of paper, one saying like my enlistment, like that I'm in, the delayed entry program and stuff. And I don't remember what the other one is, but I have 2 pieces of paperwork, documents that I'm keeping, and yeah, sorry I keep on looking down. I just want to make sure I'm not leaving out anything. Yeah, we swore in, and then we waited to go home. We waited for the bus driver, and then we left. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, and if it was helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. I might have left out some other things, but I feel like I included a lot more from the other times that I had recorded. But any questions, please let me know. I'll help as best as I can, and I'll see you guys all again next time. Bye.
Do solemnly swear or affirm
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers
and the orders of the officers
appointed over me
appointed over me
according to the regulations
according to the regulations
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Drop your right hand. Congratulations. There's only 2 of us, so we're gonna give you a round of applause. Just the 2 of us, right?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to each and every one of you. Okay, like I said, take some of those things to heart. Start thinking about some of that stuff. You know, start planning your life, because you're getting ready to open Pandora's box. It has so many opportunities. You just have to find out which one fits you and go out there and get it. Okay. All right. So shortly, I'm going to give you the order fallout, and I'm gonna have you go through this door and go to the room right across the lobby, and we're gonna finish your contracts, finish you up for the day, and get you out of here. That sound good?
Yes,
On
sir.
Friday, huh? At 1600, 1605. All right. Congratulations, everyone. Fall out.